Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I did a ranking video of my highest rated books on Goodreads that I have read a couple of days ago, and I thought it would only be natural to do one with the lowest rated books as well. And when I went through this list, I was actually surprised by some of these books because I don't remember a lot, but we'll see about that. So I have 5 categories, even though I'm not quite sure whether we will find a book for every category. But the first one is What's Wrong with People, and that's basically books that I loved that have a super low rating. Not quite sure whether we will find one here. The next category is It Was Fun Though. So that's books where they weren't great, but they were still good books, so I would recommend them if you're interested. Then we have I Don't Remember. So this is for all the books where I don't remember anything about them or almost nothing. Then we have The Disappointment, which is a word that is too long to show up completely here. But yeah, that's just books where I was hoping they would be great, but they were disappointing. I still wouldn't say they are the worst books ever. And then we have Yeah, This Is Trash. So these books definitely deserve their super low ratings. And yeah, I think that is enough of a forward. So let's jump into these very low rated books. Okay, so the one that still has the highest rating with 3.37 stars is Ponty, and I think this one I will put in It Was Fun Though. Now Ponty is a very unique book, and maybe I should have done a kind of niche interest kind of category again, but I liked it. I think I gave it like 3 or 3.5 stars, so very much in the realm where the actual rating on Goodreads is. So this is a book I would still recommend if you like weird. This basically has 3 perspectives, and it follows a mother and a daughter mainly in, I think, Singapore, and it's just weird. It's just a weird book, but I liked it for that, and I think there's definitely people out there who will love that kind of stuff. Okay, then with 3.36 stars, we have The Traveling Bag by Suzanne Hill, and I will put that in What's Wrong with People because I love this book. I gave it 4.5 stars at the time. This is a short story collection full of haunting tales, and Suzanne Hill is one of my favorite writers. I think, yeah, her books are just fantastic. So I don't know why this book has such a low rating. I don't understand. I think that the stories in there are really, really good, really creepy. And if you're looking for a good Halloween read, I would highly recommend this. Then we have A Pig Island with 3.35 stars. And I think that one I will put in I don't remember. This could also be Disappointment, but I don't remember enough to say that. Now, I have rated it 3 stars on Goodreads, and I know that it had something to do with an island and some kind of a religious group, but that's literally all. I could not tell you anything else about this book, and I remember that I had read another Moheda book before that, and that one was quite gruesome and horrifying and just thrilling, and this one was not. So it's somewhere between I Don't Remember and The Disappointment. Then we have another book, this Goosebumps book. This is number 17, Why I'm Afraid of Bees. Now this has a rating of 3.34, and could go into any of these categories. I have rated it 4 stars, so I think I would put it in It Was Fun Though. It's just that, the Goosebumps books, I grew up with those. I love them. They're just so much fun to me. And I have reread that quite recently, and I enjoyed it. So I don't know why this is the Goosebumps book that is so low rated. Maybe you can explain to me. But yeah, I never had the feeling that it was like much worse than any of the other books. So yeah, it was fun. Then next we have Nerve with 3.33 stars, and I will put that in It Was Fun Though as well. I had a great time. Oh, no, not a great time, but I had a fun time with this book. I rated it, I think, 3.5 stars when I read it. And this is just one of those books that is like YA, like it's for teenagers, and it deals with a kind of fun concept of this game where, yeah, they kind of challenge you to do crazy, daring things, and it just gets crazier and crazier. And I remember reading it, and it was like fun, it was quick, and it was what I expected. So, not great literature, but yeah, it was fine. I think if you're interested, you can totally read that. Similar with the next one, this one I also rated 3.5 stars, and it has a Goodreads rating of 3.32, and that is Spontaneous. I will also put that in It Was Fun Though, because it's not one of my favorite books. It's not a book that I think about a lot, but I think it's just one of those YA books that are just quick reads and fun, and they have some topics in there that are worthwhile, I think, especially for younger readers. So yeah, I thought it was quite a fun experience. I know that there was something with romance that was kind of weird, or I don't know, just there's something in the back of my mind that there was something with romance, but I don't remember a lot of it. Okay, then with 3.31 stars, we have The Silent Wife, and this will also go into I don't remember. I have rated it 3 stars on Goodreads, but honestly, I could not tell you anything about this book, except that I think I got this as a review copy, and I just don't remember anything about it anymore. So I don't know. It was a domestic thriller, and I just don't like them. But from my rating, I would guess it wasn't the worst one. So I don't know why it has such a low rating, but I don't remember anything. Okay, then we have a book, The Big Bow Mystery, and this one I will put in the disappointment. This is the first locked room mystery book that was ever written. I don't know when it was written, maybe in the 20s or something like that. So it is kind of a classic, and it has a Goodreads rating of 3.28, in case I didn't say that. And I really wanted to love this. I thought it would be so fun and mysterious, and you can, go along and solve the clues with the characters. But I remember just not liking this very much. It has a 3-star Goodreads rating from me. But I remember that I was really disappointed by this book, and I was like, what is this? Why? So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this. Then we have another book, Through Dead Eyes. This has a Goodreads rating of 3.25 stars. And I would also put this in the disappointment, even though I don't remember a lot about this. This was also a book that I had gotten as a review copy, and I thought it would be similar to the Goosebumps books, so a kind of middle grade creepy story, and it follows this guy who travels to Amsterdam with his dad, and I thought, ooh, Amsterdam could be such a fun setting as well. But this book did nothing for me. I rated it 2 stars on Goodreads, so yeah, it was a big disappointment when I read it, and I would not recommend it at all. Then we have The Girls of Riyadh. I don't actually know what the English title is because I have the German edition here. I think I will put this, I don't know, probably I will put it in the disappointment. This one is more that it's just not a book for me. I think that this could be fun for some people. It has a Goodreads rating of 3.24 stars, and I rated it 3 stars at the time. And this was just more like a rom-com book, and I don't enjoy those. So it was just way too fluffy and girly for what I wanted. But at the same time, I think it's interesting because it's, set in Riyadh. So that was something. But yeah, ultimately not the book for me, unfortunately. Okay, we have another disappointment, and this is the most recent one I've read, and I've only read it this year because it only came out this year, and that's Cherish Farah. Now, this has a Goodreads rating of 3.14, and I rated it 2.5 stars, I think. And this book was so disappointing. I wanted to love it so much because it was, claimed to be a social horror. But I just could not. I could not. I thought this book was just not it. And so, yeah, that was very, very disappointing. And I was very sad about it. Then we have a Northanger Abbey. This is a retelling by Val McDermid. This one has a Goodreads rating of 3.07, and I gave it 1 star. This book is absolute trash to me. Now, I don't like Northanger Abbey in the original, so I don't know why I thought it would be a great idea to pick up a retelling. And for some reason, because of the German cover, I thought it was a kind of mystery thriller retelling, because Val McDermid does write mystery thriller books. So I thought, oh, that would be fun, you know, not the romancy part, but we get something else. But what this really is a kind of young adult retelling of Northanger Abbey, which nobody needed. And then in the ending, it is homophobic. And Val McDermid lives with a woman, so I think she is sapphic. I don't know. This was just so weird. It was so weird, and I did not like it. So yeah, that is trash. Then we have The Seventh Child. This will also go into the I don't remember category. As you might see, I don't remember thrillers that I read. I just don't care. Mediocre thrillers are like the worst books ever. I've rated this 2 stars on Goodreads, and it has an overall rating of 3.03 stars. I don't remember anything about this except that it was way too long. This was a huge book, and it was boring as fuck. And this was also one that I had received as a review copy, and that's basically why I don't do review copies anymore, because they're usually shit. Okay, then we have The Furies with 3.02 stars. Yes. This will go into a trash as well. This book I read in the beginning of last year for a book club, and I hated it. And I bought it knowing that I would hate it. So why did I read it? Very good question. I don't know. I just don't know. It was horrible. And then we have the last book, which for some reason I skipped over. This has 3.05 stars, so it is not the worst one. It's actually on 3rd place. This one I will also put in I don't remember. This book, I don't know. It is a Russian thriller. I know that the main character of this liked to put what do you call that? Like the things you use for your laundry to hold it in place when you dry it. I don't know what that's called in English. I should probably look it up. Yeah, like a clip or a clamp is what it says here. I don't know. You know those things you use for your laundry? She liked to use that on her nipples to get aroused. That's what I remember from this book. And that's pretty much all of it. So would I recommend this? No, it was not good. What did I rate it at the time? I rated it 1 star as well. So this could probably go into trash as well. Because yeah, I don't even know. So as you can see, usually I do agree with Goodreads. So there's only a couple of books where I'm like, I wouldn't rate them that low, and those were more on the higher end of the ratings. But there's definitely some trashy books out there that I would not advise you to read. Yeah, so let me know if you've read any of these books, and if you agree or disagree. I would love to hear about that. And apart from that, I will talk to you soon. Bye!